Well, good evening, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
It is Brad.
And Christa.
What's up, Big Family Homestead? I don't know. Is that a professional enough intro?
I think so.
We need some explosions like I used to do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, we really do.
Well, good evening, everybody. Hi. I guess the title of the video tonight is Outrage. We're so filled with outrage. Because we're so outrageously angry all the time and filled with vitriol and bitterness and hatred, malice, and all things vile. That's not true at all.
No, not at all.
Pretty much not true at all.
No.
But
that's a very rare occurrence.
Yeah.
Very rare. Maybe once ever.
I would call it righteous indignation.
There we go. That's better. I like that better.
But there are people who get really, really, really mad at us for no good reason.
Yeah. No good reason whatsoever.
And we will talk about that situation without naming names.
No.
Because there's no reason to belittle anybody.
There's no yes.
Not on our part.
Not at all. Not on our part.
Even though people are nasty. Some people get nasty.
Yeah. And
we should just read comment. No, I don't want to read comments. Because then it's just, we don't want to do that. Because, well, that would not be very nice.
No, I know.
So let's say good evening to, let's see, scrolling to the top, and let's see who all's here first. You read until you can read no longer, and then I will pick up.
Okay. Karen Tilley, Michigan Susan, Common Sense University doesn't give degree. 350 VG. Lynn.
Pesta.
I should have put my glasses on. I'm having a hard time seeing. No, that's not going to work. Grim Katie's.
Grim Cats.
Grim Cats. Okay. Jackie Dotson. Kathy. Steve. I'm just going to read first names, guys. Sorry, I hit the microphone. G Mama. Grows. And Felicia Kruger. Or Kruger. Kruger.
Yeah.
They're from Ireland, so
cool.
I might be saying it wrong. Teresa, Shelley, Tina, Kayla,
Mr.
Is that an I? Mr. Shervin,
yeah.
Danny Thrive, Life in the UP, Vanessa, Donna, Clawfoot, Shoshana. Oh, now I can't read. Now, wait.
Right there.
Sheila, Clawfoot, Tracy, Donna, Shannon, Clawfoot again, Donna, Sharon, Dolly, Amy, Minnesota Pepper, Leah, Clawfoot, Ginny, Steve, Lenny. Yeah.
Lenny?
Okay, I should have put my glasses on.
You want me to go?
Jesus is Lord. Go ahead.
Okay, where are we at?
Jesus is Lord.
Oh, and I agree with that 100%. Jesus is Lord. Clawfoot Farm. See if I got any a little bit of anything going here. Steve Getting, Tim Harris, Dolly. Good morning, Heather. Good morning. I say that because of our Bible devotion. Good morning all the time. So Heather, good evening. To Pepper Leah, good evening. Diana, Dolly, Donna, Jesus is Lord. I'm trying to say good morning. I keep saying good morning. Well, Dave, 215. We know Dave, 215.
We do know
Dave. Hey, Dave. 215. Common Sense, Dolly Perry, good day. I was going to say good morning again. The Tinkerer's Wife, Judy, and many, 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 many more folks. Yeah. If we've missed your name, it is, I promise you, it is unintentional. Good evening to you all. You are officially greeted with a greeting that is not a coffee in my hand. And the only reason why is because we didn't make any.
It was too warm today, and it was not a coffee evening. So we were outside.
TY says, hope you're feeling better. Or how are you feeling? Better, I hope.
A little bit.
That is very kind. That's very kind. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you want to tell, because you have been dealing with Crohn's disease.
Lyme's disease. Two completely different ones.
I know, and we've been reading about so many things, and I'm just getting them flipped, and I should know that.
It's okay. So yes, as many of you know, I have Lyme's disease, and I am doing a natural treatment with our naturopathy, and it's going well. We're 10 weeks.
Yeah.
10 weeks in, and it's going to take another several months to be completely rid of it. But I'm starting to feel some improvement.
Well, and you know the thing I think that I appreciate the most about our naturopathist, I think I'm going to say that instead of naturopathy. It just sounds funny to say naturopathy, doctor. Naturopathist.
Okay.
Anyway, the thing that was so exciting, at least from my side of, trying to help Mama get through this horrible ailment, is that it felt like we not only have hope that things are going to get better,
right.
Number one, but number two, that there's a plan. And there just was this assuredness that the other doctors kind of went, oh, I guess we'll try this. We'll throw something at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah. Where this naturopathist knew exactly. Mm-hmm. They were like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And spot on.
Spot on. Yeah. And the stuff that I'm taking is helping it.
So that's good.
It is a long, I think, 8-month process. So it's.
Yeah. I missed saying hello to Carol from Brisbane. So, hey,
hi, Carol.
And by the way, our friend from Ireland, we were just before the live stream when we saw your name there, we were talking about, I used to have a real authentic, nice bow-drawn drum. You know, the ones with the skins that are pulled over and they make that nice sound. It's like the Celtic. I guess they hit them with spoons originally. They're spoon-like drums, but we always just knocked them with their hands, like a, not like a tambourine, but it just makes a nice drum. Big fat nice sound.
Yeah,
like
it's
big,
really
rounded
cool.
sound. Bow drawn.
The kids had a blast playing on it. The older kids.
Yeah. Oh, there's someone from France. Lamia Sadi.
Oh, very nice. Hello.
Hey, guys. And Gray Dragon, 12345, you are not ignored. Nay.
No.
I say nay, you are not ignored. So, because whoever Gray Dragon 12345 is, says they never get their name mentioned. Well,
Gray Dragon 12345.
That's like 4 times now. Gray Dragon 12345.
Right. Gray Dragon 12345.
That's like 5 times now.
I'm glad
Hope
you're
having a blessed day.
Yeah.
Patterson Farm says Lyme disease seems to be affecting a lot of people here in central Wisconsin. Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
Clint Eastwood is here. What?
No way. Not possible.
Clint Eastwood.
No.
You know what is actually, this is a funny story about Clint Eastwood. Not the real Clint Eastwood. When it was a couple of years ago, I got a call from a scammer, and clearly not an American sounding voice, but the person was trying to get money out of me, and they were pressuring me, saying they were from the IRS, and I was just having so much fun. When the guy said that his name was Clint, and I said, "Are you Mr. Eastwood?" "Yes, I am." And he said his name was Clint Eastwood. And I just came unglued because no, we're going to have fun. Oh, we're going to have fun. And I had this guy so irritated with me because he just wanted to get money from us. And I just said, "No, tell me about that Western you did. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. How did you arrange that metal plate there?"
Funny.
And he got so mad because he was just trying to steal from us. Yeah. But yeah, there you go.
Goodness.
Angel, we will definitely pray for Art and Bree for sure. Yeah. We do actually.
We have had a child in the NICU, and we know how that goes. My heart breaks for them.
Yeah.
And we will keep them in our prayers.
Yeah. Claire's doing well.
Yep.
She's living with her husband, and it's married life.
Living life,
doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Husband is almost to the last year of
1 more year of school, and he's doing an internship this summer. Loving it.
Yeah. So, yeah, they've got a lot going on, and it's good stuff.
Yep.
It's good stuff. A lot of healing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Tinkerer's wife, let's see other things. Do you still hang out with Homesteader Bob? We do. We do.
Yeah.
They just have taken a break.
Yeah.
They've taken a break.
Yep.
So, you know, and I did to address an elephant in the room, because if Homesteader Bob were here, he is kind of like the size of a.
He is not.
He's big.
No.
I'm not saying he's like a fat.
No.
I'm saying he's big. But yeah, no, he's taking a break. They're taking a break, and
they do a lot in the summertime. You know, he works a job in the summer and trying to, you know, do stuff on their little homestead, and so there's a lot going on at their place.
Common sense, we will absolutely add your cousin to our prayers.
Oh goodness.
Yep. Lady Gray, you're gonna have to go back. We just talked about that. Yeah. So
getting better.
Now in terms of me, there's nothing new to report. I've got some weird degenerative back disease that every time I go to a doctor, which I've been to about 15 rheumatologists and different spine doctors, I've been in the big spinny magnet of doom thing, and that I hate that. Oh my gosh, I hate
it's an MRI, guys.
It's a MRI.
Yeah.
MRI.
No, it's an MRI.
MRI. I hate that thing, man. And
magnetic resonance imaging.
Probably imaging. At one time, they had me in there for 30 minutes, and I made it to 25 and I almost had a panic attack.
Yeah.
Because it was this close to my face.
Does not like tight spaces.
And I made it so long.
Oh, my goodness. And they gave you something to relax you, too.
They gave me two somethings.
Yeah.
But then the problem was I was paranoid that I was going to fall asleep and then wake up and panic.
Yeah.
Like I was going to pound my head on the thing, you know? Yeah.
There was one time Grace had an MRI. This was ages ago. We still lived in Cincinnati. And she was young. So they asked me to be in the room with her. And it was a 45-minute MRI. It was long. I fell asleep. It's loud. You guys don't know how, if you've had an MRI, yes. If you've had an MRI, you know how loud these things are. And I'm sitting in the chair, I lean my head back, and I'm out. It was just funny because this machine is just so loud and I can still fall asleep.
The tinkerer's wife says she really enjoys the MRI. You know what? You may like low frequencies. There's sound therapy for people. And I have the jury's out on me for whether I think it actually does something physically rather than just a mental calmness. But every bit of everything is vibrating.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke. Like every molecule is vibrating. And Nikola Tesla even figured that out, that if you could figure out the right resonating frequency, you can destroy cancer cells. You can take buildings apart, which he actually almost got arrested for a building. He had a box that was this big and figured out the exact resonating frequency of the superstructure of this building in New York, put it on there, and it started. And they figured out what he was doing, and he almost went to jail. Yeah. So, there's probably something to it. So maybe, you never know. You never know.
Judy's asking if we miss anything about Blanchester, Ohio.
Yes, many things.
Yes, many things. I love the small town there. Our kids, David, our oldest son, was in the marching band at the high school there. And we just loved it. I love the small town there.
I also like, even though there's certain elements in Christmas that we don't participate in terms of our family, so I'll stay away from that. Yeah. But because I know some people watch with their kids, but our kids, a lot of them, 3 of them worked at the Christmas ranch there.
Well, that's in Morrow, but still,
it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there in the Christmas ranch. There is such a fun place, a fun, event, and when we were there, it was $20 a car. Well, our car holds 12 people.
Yeah.
Not that we ever took 12 people in there. It was always just our family.
Judy's
But
8 miles from Bland.
yeah, it's awesome.
Some of the best Chinese food that was affordable.
Oh, is in Goshen.
We don't even get good Chinese food here.
No.
At all.
No.
Yes, Jungle Jim's is amazing.
Love Jungle Gyms. Miss that. Yep.
Yeah. What other things? I love the kids being in marching band.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, Jonathan played football for a short time there.
Yeah.
In the junior high.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the small town. It was such a nice place. We didn't live there long enough to really make any, have any roots or build any roots or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the small town vibe, but you were so close to a big city. Within a 30-minute, 40-minute ride, you could get anything you wanted from home brewing supply mega place to you could go to right across the river and go to an authentic German food beer garden kind of thing. Or we're not into, we've never been into professional sports, except I liked watching soccer. I guess my apologies to everyone else in the world who is not American. Football, real football. But I say soccer because my American friends they go, oh, you mean, yeah, it's football. I get it. But I miss that, having that on TV because we can't get it here.
Yeah. And we're not paying for cable because
no way.
It's insane. And yeah, not gonna do it. And I think the only cable that we could do is Dish. And honestly, I don't want a satellite on our house. I really don't.
Well, okay. And we are going to talk about Nana and Brutus, Monica Sherman. We'll come back to that because that's part of it. They do disc golf there in Ohio. They had that big court there. I'm sorry I got distracted.
Yeah, they do it here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the thing that I just got distracted from? Oh, shoot. We were talking about football, soccer. Ohio. Oh, no, I was going to tell you. We got lucky enough to get in on the beta test for the Starlink, the Elon Musk Tesla company. They have this supposedly revolutionary new satellite uplink downlink internet that is fast as fiber optic is what they're saying. And you can be in the middle of nowhere, and it's just about as cheap as our cell phone bill for one phone.
Right. So can't wait for that to.
Supposed to be this.
To
be this.
August.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Starlink. Yeah, and I can't believe that they just happened to want to beta test in central Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm excited. Our internet's not bad. But we just want to make sure that it is
consistent.
Consistent, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I see a comment, homeschool mom, North Dakota, asking how the boys are and their families.
Oh, you want to talk about David and Jonathan?
Yeah, David and his wife Brooklyn are doing well. Their 2 babies are growing like weeds. David is out of the Army now and working in construction, which is something he loves to do. So. And I'm really happy about that. Jonathan and his wife Jessica are doing well. He's still in the Army. He fixes Black Hawk and Chinook engines. And
I think he's finally figured out how to put tools back.
Well, he has to. They do an inventory after they're done fixing a helicopter, because if they don't and they leave a tool in there, that's somebody's life.
Yeah,
so they have
one
to
socket
do
in the
inventory,
wrong place.
Right? And little Elijah is just the sweetest thing ever. All of the babies are, but Elijah I think has a special little place in my heart because I was there when he was born.
Well, all right, now quick thing. How many of you guys have kids that have kids now? You can just
those of
check
you
mark,
who have
yes.
grandbabies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, I guess, the easier way of saying it, what she said. How many of you guys got grandbabies? Because A miraculous thing has actually just started happening with Jonathan in the past 6 months. All of the sudden, out of the blue, Christa and I have transformed from you don't know anything about life. You're basically just sad, moronical people who just, I don't even know how you've existed till now, too. Wow. You guys really are smart. And can I know about this? And how do you fix one of those? And, oh, have you seen this? And we talk to him now more
almost daily
than in years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's really cool. He called yesterday
Just to show us some stuff.
Show us some stuff that they got on Facebook Marketplace for free.
Yes.
These beautiful light fixtures, some 6-foot chain link fencing, like the fencing that you would use for dog kennel.
Yeah.
Because they have chickens at their little house, and this wooden shelf. It was a 10-foot long wooden shelf that's 6 foot tall. I couldn't believe it. They got all this stuff for free. So I was really happy for him. Really happy for him.
Yeah, it's miraculous.
Yes.
All of a sudden we went from ding-dongs to credible humans that they can ask questions to and get a reasonably smart answer from.
Yes. Yes. And the cool thing, Jonathan and David both know how to make bread.
Yeah, good.
They both know how to make bread. Before they left the house, they knew how to make it a little bit, but then after they left, they started to really make it because I kind of spoiled them, when they were younger, and they missed that, so they started making it, and it's really cool.
Hey there, Kiwi traveler. I hope you're having a blessed. I guess it would be evening.
They're our friends
morning.
In New Zealand.
I know,
yes.
And we are so happy. Yeah. And actually, we might be going to see the All Blacks come.
Oh, that's
in about a month, I think.
They're going to be in Milwaukee?
I believe so. And so here is a funny story, and I have to keep names. Actually, that guitar, it's like, can you turn your chair just a little bit? That white guitar right there, guys? I'm going to tell you about a 3 or 4 minute, it could be a 4-minute story, but this is a blessing. See this guitar? Here's the shortest way I can tell this. The story. I got that guitar when I was just out of high school. That guitar is worth a lot of money and far more than I could ever afford because that's a $2,400 guitar. I did not buy it, and I'll explain why. It was not
he
given
did not
to me.
steal it.
It was not stolen. I used to manage a music store when I was a young guy, and let's just say that the owner had a little bit of a problem. And he would come in daily and take all the money out of the register, and we would keep selling equipment, but nothing was getting put back on the shelves. And so his little problem got to be a worse problem, and he didn't have cash to fix his problem on Saturdays and Sundays. So he came to me and said, hey, I see that you've been eyeballing that guitar. I'm like, yeah, man, that's something sweet. I could never afford that. He goes, I'll tell you what, why don't you work Sundays for a while and then you can have it. I said, what? That is, and I almost said his name. I'm going to keep names anonymous, but I said, I can't do that. And he said, no. I want to be a good guy. And, and it was crazy.
Anyway.
But he gave me the guitar, and I only worked like a month for the guitar.
It was 4 Sundays, yeah.
But then the thing was is that guitar became special between me and my dad. And when we had hard times financially, Christa and I would say, hey, Dad, you want to buy this guitar from me as long as I can buy it back?
Can't sell it to somebody else.
Nobody ever gets this guitar. It's just between you and me. Consider it maybe like a loan or something.
Right. So he hawked it to his dad.
And then he hawked it back to me.
It was back and forth.
And so it went back and forth for 25 years. And
Just got it back.
My dad, yeah. Well, I got it. Here's the trick, and names will be kept anonymous because I don't want to get anybody in a weird position. The delivery person from a delivery service who will remain unnamed.
Anonymous.
Christa went and talked to this individual who was a young guy, awesome kid,
24,
and said, "Hey, there's something really special coming for my husband in the mail. Do you mind just taking care of it?" And I'll be doggone if the next day he didn't rearrange all of his routes, because we live way rural people.
Yeah.
He rearranged all his routes so that guitar would get here first, so it didn't have to be in the negative 20-degree weather because it was wintertime. And then I could not believe this, but he starts talking to me. He says, "Hey, Brad, our church is looking for a worship leader." I was kind of like, yeah, I'm really happy with what I'm working at home. And let's just say one thing led to another. And we're really good friends with this person now. And this person, this is the segue. Here's how it all works together, guys. This person played rugby forever.
Yes.
Loves rugby. And I mentioned to this person, I think I want to get into watching rugby because football is too political for me. I don't want to deal with it at all.
Right. One
side or another, I don't want to deal with it at all. Not. Right. And he goes, "Well, what about rugby?" And I said, "You know what? Some friends of ours who are there just happen to send us some really, really cool stuff from New Zealand. Yeah. And I just happen to have this All Blacks jersey. I have this All Blacks thing. And I've been trying to get educated on rugby and how it works. And because of them.
Right.
And the haka. People,
man, it's so neat.
If you like any kind of sport that's physical, watch what's called a haka, Haka, of the All Blacks. And it basically is this standoff before the match. And there's a whole big long story to it. And I don't want to cut it short. So I'm not going to try to fill you in on everything, but look it up. But look up the All Blacks haka. And they are awesome.
It's intense. It is really intense.
So we're probably going to get to go see the All Blacks because they're coming to Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yep.
Brad, may I ask what mic you're using? This one is a Shure SM7B. And this one over here is, I forgot. I've had this one for so long. It's a recording mic.
MXL V69.
Yeah, that one's actually a tube microphone. I use this for recording like when I do voiceovers for work and stuff. More's coming.
Sweet. Yay! Thank you.
Sorry. But this is kind of the one that everybody uses for broadcast stuff. And, thanks, Dave. It sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, because trust me, it takes a lot of effort to make it sound good.
Yeah.
Not Mama. She sounds naturally good.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not tonight. I'm tired.
So, anyway, the topic of the evening is outrage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Should we actually talk about the cookbook that's almost done first? I think we should.
No, we should do the outrage and then lighten the mood and talk about that.
But people that are outraged are going to leave. They're outraged. Okay. Wolfman Jack would be proud.
So, okay.
When you have a YouTube channel.
When you have a YouTube channel, how do I put this? Okay, our entire life is not on camera. Brad doesn't have the camera following us around all the time. And so we only show what we want you to see.
We don't hide the bad stuff.
We don't hide the bad stuff. We have said from the get-go, we're still learning. We have a long way to go. We have learned a ton of stuff already. And we have learned what works for us and what doesn't work for us. And a lot of folks think that they know you. And I'm not, please understand, I'm not trying to be nasty in any way. But a lot of folks think that they know you and that they can say what they want whenever they want in a rude or nasty way because they feel like they know you.
Right.
Sorry, that's still not okay.
Well, and the way you got to think about it is like this, guys. We are far more transparent than almost every YouTube channel I honestly know.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I think so.
And to a almost nearly a bad degree, because there are people who don't have your best interest in mind. And we kind of wear a lot of stuff on our sleeve that might come out there and people perceive it one way. But here's the thing, like you wouldn't watch Chip and Joanna Gaines and think now you have some kind of right into their personal lives, or you have some knowledge inside who they are really. Because I'm here to tell you, people, there's camera and then there's not camera. Then there's
real life.
And we do try to uplift people like Anna Mae says. We really honestly do. We truthfully do. But sometimes people will perceive things in a way that they feel is negative, and then they will come unstinking glued.
Hinged. They'll come unhinged. And it's not nice, honestly. Now, we have met several people that watched our channel before we met them. And when we met them, we became friends with them.
Right.
The Ware family.
Yes.
Okay. They live not far from here and
love them.
Love them to death. And talking to them, and she's like, you guys are, I thought you were going to be different, but you're the same as you are on camera, as you are behind the camera.
Same with our buddy Roy, a Marine Corps friend, and another Marine Corps friend. And
right. I mean, so we have made very good friends of folks up here.
Well, of course, obviously, Preps are Bob and his lovely bride.
Right.
There's a lot of people that we hang out with. We have to be careful, though, because truthfully, there are some nut bars. And if you're a nut bar, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, we're not perfect. Honestly, we're really not. We sin, we fall, we fail.
And we still
every
need
day.
Jesus.
We still need Jesus. But we're not bad people. We're not out to...
Let's just say it like this, people. We get accused about... So you would not believe the comments that we delete. Yeah. Some of the things are just outright hateful. To give you an example, when we lived in our other home that was in central Wisconsin before we moved here, there were people that called, or there was not people, one person called the police. And I got a phone call from a detective in our local area, and he just said, the police officer said, hey, by the way, I don't have to call you, but I watched your channel and I think you guys are awesome. Yeah. And my grandfather has a farm just like yours, and I just want you to know, somebody called in and said you're abusing your animals, but I checked you out and I know you guys are legit. So so you know.
And he knows how farms are up here in Wisconsin. And he's like, no, you're not abusing your animals.
But people will do that stuff.
Right. Because they don't like what you did. Yeah. Because you didn't take their advice or whatever.
And without getting too specific, some person was just flipped out because they said that me specifically, like how they would even know it was me and not her. That's bizarre to me.
Yeah, we kind of live in the same house.
Same account, same everything.
How is it only Brad has access to the YouTube channel?
Yeah, I keep her in.
Because I don't know the password. I can't log in and make comments and do things on it. I do all the time.
Well, and so I didn't even know that there is such a thing called a black heart until today.
There isn't.
It's an emoji. Somebody made up an emoji that's a black heart that I guess you're in a bad mental state or something. And I had no idea that it even was a thing.
You cannot leave a black heart on a comment.
Can't.
No, we cannot. It's not possible. And they accused my husband of lying. Are you kidding? You have no idea.
Well,
I'm okay. I'm getting really.
Why don't you take a sip of your?
It's on an Android phone.
It's
okay.
New. It's Dee
But
says
how
it's
do
new.
you? But how would he
We don't even have an
We don't
Android
have
phone.
Android phones here.
Okay.
We only have Apple.
Okay. Well, here, take a sip, baby.
I'm getting it's very hurtful to me.
Here's
no,
the
hold
thing.
on. No, I want to say something.
Oh.
It's very hurtful to me and my family when someone accuses my husband of doing something or being a certain way when they have no flippin' idea. Sorry. They don't know who he is.
Honey, here's the thing too, guys. Here, just take a sip, baby. Here's the thing. Mom she's not been in the public eye as long as I have. I've been in professional music since I was 18 years old.
Sorry.
And so when people don't like you, they just don't like you, and they don't like you out loud, and they find a reason not to like you. And now with YouTube, the way that it is, you can have people that will just come at you and they just hate you.
So, okay. I have been able to put up with a lot. But I think what happened was
you don't need to do specifics.
No, it's fine. I found this website.
Oh.
Okay. And you can Google it. Now there's only
Don't do it.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care because these people are petty and small. Sorry. I'm just going to call a spade. I'm just tired of it. Because you guys don't.
You take a sip. Here's the thing. The other day, we found a website that I didn't even know existed. And it was, you can go online and gossip.
About us.
About any channel you want.
Anything.
And somebody had made a page to gossip about us. And we were like, huh. And we started looking through this, and most of it was complete
lies.
Horse pucky.
It's lies.
There was one person on there who was defending us, which was nice.
Yes.
And saying that's not how these people
right.
are.
Right.
But I just was so blown away that people have no life to the point that they will find a website and gossip, not knowing a dang thing outside of what we allow you to see.
Right. And what's really hysterical, not hysterical, it's just more lies.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you guys. I appreciate. I'm seeing all of the awesome hearts. Yeah. I honestly feel the love. I really do. You. These folks think my husband's on disability.
I'm not.
And that our daughter is on disability.
Mom, don't.
No, I don't care. Honestly, it's stupid. They are not. And
I could be.
He could
but
be.
I'm not.
But he's not. He has another job. He works so very hard for this family. You guys have no idea. No, you know what? Shh.
I'm going to mute you.
No.
I'm kidding.
He did, actually.
I have the mute button.
He works, honestly, he works probably 16 hours or more a day. You guys don't see everything he does.
It's okay.
No, it's not. They think that I do everything, and it's not true. You know why you see more of it? Because he's behind the camera. I mean, seriously.
And I want to make sure that everybody else looks good.
Right. And you're right. CS 183. There's nothing wrong with being on disability.
Nothing at all.
But we're not.
We just choose not to.
We choose not to be.
Because I can still work.
Can still work.
And I do still work.
Right. So it's just not true. And so
the overall point is just that I guess this is part of being in the public eye. And I've always known this. I have known this, and I have a lot of an easier time of going, I don't care.
And I have bit my tongue and lip practically off for the last 6 years.
She's not used to it.
I'm not used to it, and I try to let a lot of stuff just roll off and consider the source.
What will help. I know what will help.
Oh, dear Lord.
We need some soothing music, and I just have exactly the right thing. Go ahead and talk. Ready?
I totally lost what I was going to say. So, I'm going to mute you. There, that's yours, right?
You muted them both.
I did not.
You did. You muted them both.
Did not.
Here, I'll play my Native American.
I have chosen to let a lot of stuff roll off my back because you're crazy. Because I consider where it's coming from. And I know a lot of folks just don't know who we are unless they've met us. This particular person says they had met us. And you know what? They wouldn't tell me their real name. So anyway, as you may have known over the last few years, the last 6 years that we've been on YouTube, I wear my emotions right here. I don't hide them. Yeah, no kidding. If I am upset, gosh, you guys know it. If I am sad, you guys know it. If I'm tired, you know it. I can't hide that. I have a really hard time faking it till I make it. Yes, Debbie, cowards. That's all there is to it. So again, I had to go on a rant, and I had to honestly get it off my chest. I really did.
Yeah.
Because I can't just leave it. I have to just.
I'm sorry. I see.
I know.
He's
being He's being very distracting.
Yeah. R2D2. Yeah. And John Tesh. You remind me of John Tesh. I'm sorry, guys. The thing is that okay, here's another thing. Here's a thing I wear on my sleeve. If you see me, if there's a stressful situation and I start joking, that's one of my defense mechanisms. If I make a crack about something, that's just how I deal with stuff.
Yeah.
Mom deals with things different.
And he does those things when he knows I'm stressed out to make me laugh.
That's exactly it, BB.
So,
thank you.
When I start laughing at the beginning of a video, it's because we probably had a little tiff right beforehand.
Yeah, there's a secret there.
Yeah, we had just this little tiff right beforehand. So he makes a funny joke and I can't control myself. I laugh because he's the funniest guy I know. So.
As Brad pensively strokes his beard.
So, okay.
I feel like we should play.
I'm done.
Catan.
Thank you all for, enduring my rant.
Yeshua. All right. Cool. Cool. So, honestly, that was what we really wanted to talk about tonight because
it was heavy on my heart. It really was. It was heavy.
Yeah.
And I needed to let it go. And I've been praying and praying about what to say. And, I know I can give it to God, but I also wanted you guys to know what was going on and why I'm just kind of.
And if I may, a lot of folks are really giving you straight up good encouragement, Mom.
I know they are.
And
I love it. I love it. But I also want you guys to know my husband hates it when I do this.
Yes.
He is an amazing man. He really is.
There's a
beard hair on your thanks, honey. He truly loves his family and punk does whatever he can to help us, even though he is in extreme pain 24/7.
Gene, you rock.
He is a keeper. He is 28 years. I tell you what. And what I wanted to say is just you guys outpouring so much for Christa. I'm
seriously blessed, and thank you very much. So with that, I'm going to play the flute.
No,
and
we're not
going
gonna.
to dance.
No, I am not. No.
Oh wait, I've got another screen so you can talk about that thing. Oh, not the subscribing, but
Not
you
the
know the
subscribe
thing.
You guys all know.
The thing we've been working on for months.
Months and months and months. And there's other stuff too.
But it's almost done.
Okay.
We're going to probably be able to.
Next Sunday, August 1st, I have to go through it 1 or probably 2 or 40 more times.
Bob, that is very kind of you. Thank you. He just said he looks forward to our videos.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
August 1st.
That's the date you're going to pull the trigger?
We're going to pull the trigger. So I honestly wanted to get this done before we started school.
Yep.
Because if I knew once we started school, I wasn't going to be able to focus 100% on it. So school after the cookbook. And that's not even where I don't know why I said that. The cookbook.
Oh yeah, Nana and Bruce. We'll talk about Nana and Bruce.
The cookbook will be released on August 1st. Now, I know so many of you want a hard copy, and I wish we could do it. I really do. We just cannot afford it. You know, we make enough money to pay our bills and a little bit extra once in a while, and he works, and you know, we're not rolling in dough.
we get by.
We get by.
God
we pay
provides.
Our bills. Exactly. God, the Lord provides everything.
Yep. But the cookbook's
is coming out on August 1st, and it will only be a PDF download.
And there's another reason for that is because we have so many friends from overseas who want to help out the channel and get the cookbook, but mailing a physical copy would be ridiculous.
It's expensive, and we would not want to pass that on to anybody.
Right.
So
be looking for that.
Be looking for that next Sunday, and
thank you, Heather. Heather loves the cookbook.
I know. I love Heather. She's such a sweetheart.
And in the cookbook, guys, we made a concerted effort to put in a lot of recipes that are more affordable, frugal, because hate to tell you folks, we're headed for rough waters when it comes to the cost of things.
Well, and that's where we have we have a large family. Yes, 3 of them have been married off and, you know, they're not here anymore. But we have, since our kids were young, we have always tried to have frugal meals, you know, making $1 stretch, because there was a time where we had to pray in faith for toilet paper.
And that's literal.
And
that's
I'm not
joke.
kidding. That is not a lie. That is solid truth. So we have just done our best to have frugal meals our whole life. Delicious meals, not just beans and rice, you know. We've had really tasty meals, and
you can feed everybody for less than $5.
Exactly.
You know.
So there's more of that in there. There's some instant pot recipes.
Yes.
There's and I did try on some of them to put stove top recipes, you know, in. If it's an instant pot meal, then I would give stove top instructions.
Yes.
Because not everybody has an instant pot.
And you know what? For those of you who might say, I don't want to get the ebook because I want something in your hands. Trust me, I understand that. I want a book in my hands. I know some people, the ebook is the way to go, but here's something that I didn't know. Most libraries, public libraries, if you ask them, will print 300 copies of something, anything. If you bring a PDF, they'll print it out for you once per month.
Well, I would hope that you wouldn't print 300 copies of our
No, 300 pages. 300 pages. It's not 300 pages, but my point.
No, it's not.
My point is that if you go to your library, you can put it on a thumb drive. They can print it for you and won't cost you a dime.
Yeah.
So.
From Spain, and so what I do, our cookbook is mostly black and white. The only picture that is going to be color is on the front page.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a color printer, don't print the front page, or just, you know, don't print the front page because it will take a lot of ink.
But the library's free.
Yes. But I print it front and back, and then I put them in those plastic sleeves and stick it in a binder. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. You can color on it. You can, mark it up if you don't like.
On Brad's mustache.
Yeah, exactly. Make changes if you need to, and if you find mistakes, let me know.
We've looked.
If I've
looked twice.
Mistakes,
she's looked 4 times.
And if I find mistakes, I think my head might explode.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm hoping that all of you will really enjoy it.
Yes. Roger is saying he doesn't PayPal, and I know a lot of folks don't. You can send us a check. We're easy like that. Honestly, people, if they're willing to steal it, you need it worse than we do.
Yeah. Well, and also,
but I'm not suggesting he would. I'm not at all.
Our website does do credit cards too and debit cards. So.
Yeah, but if that's not even your thing, you can write us a check. We're easy like that, guys. Yeah. It's not going to break the bank.
Yeah,
it's not. So then the other thing, somebody was asking about the Dawn, and I just remembered. I just happened to have
the Dawn
because when the Dawn calls,
you pick up the phone.
Right.
We do miss the Dawn. He's doing okay. He did have to have his one leg amputated, but he's got
he's doing good.
He's got a prosthetic now, so he's doing well. So,
hey, does anybody out there? This is a random thought. I just saw SH0111. And that reminded me. Does anybody out there do ham radio? Because I am about this close to getting ready to take my test. I have an antenna. I've got a radio, and kind of thinking about maybe branching out with the comms, talking to people. That's just a side note. So if you are, yes, me dude, you dude, yes. But if you are, email me and maybe I might be able to, if we have a little bit of time, info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. So info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Because we're looking to reach out.
Yeah.
U.S. Patriot, 1791. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Okay.
Nobody puts Christa in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. That's right.
No.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Nana and Brutus, because boy, that was a surprise.
Yeah, a little bit. Because, we knew she was coming into heat. I could see the signs. And she hated him. He had no desire to really, he wanted to play with her. That was pretty much it. And then
play became something altogether different.
Yeah. And no, we didn't get them neutered and spayed.
We probably
They're not siblings.
No.
That's another one of the gossip that's going on. They're not siblings. Hey,
ham people, tell Timothy the gist of the test, please. Keep going, Mom.
When we bought Brutus, we did intend to breed them. So this was not completely a shock. It was the shock of seeing it.
And too soon in our minds, but not the dogs. They were fine, able physically to do it.
Right.
We weren't prepared.
We were not mentally prepared for seeing that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But again, they're not siblings. We did intend for this to happen. And
here's the other thing about that is that we did, like Mom said, we did intend to have Nana babies and share them with the world. Now, we're not going to be a puppy mill. No way. We love our Nana, and we're trying to figure out whether or not this will be the only litter or if we just do every other year or what.
Right.
We don't know yet. We haven't prayed enough about it, to be honest.
Right. So, Monica, the gestation is actually just a little bit over 2 months. It's 63 days.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 months, but it is only 63 days. I was extremely shocked. And I've been told that is the gestation for all dogs and cats.
Yeah.
So I was surprised I was surprised that dogs were shorter than pigs. Pigs are 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. I don't know why it works out that way, but it's kind of funny. But then pigs are smaller. But you know what? I did read that pigs they can see, they can hear, they can eat right away, which I know dogs can too, but they can walk.
Huh.
Puppies cannot do all of those things. They're deaf
right
and they're
away.
blind right away. So there's a lot more developmental in
Yeah.
the pig gestation than dogs. So that does make sense.
Well, and also too, we are going to do everything the right way.
Yeah.
It's responsible breeding, and we're
Right.
going to go through the veterinarian. We're going to get the shots. We're going to do all of the stuff, the paperwork,
Right.
all of the things that make it responsible
Right.
and ethical and the whole
Right.
thing.
And like Brad said, we probably won't breed her every year.
She's not a machine.
She's not.
She's our dog.
She's
She's my dog.
We love Nana and Brutus so much, and we don't want them to we don't want their bodies to wear out.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
we will see how this goes. If she does get bred, if she is bred, we'll see how it goes, and if it works for us, then we may do it again next year, but we're not sure. If it doesn't, then we'll we'll spay and neuter them and then be done with it. So
Dan says hi from Nebraska. If you do all want to sell them, how much? Just email us. Because honestly,
we don't know
we
yet.
don't know what the heck we're doing
we
yet.
Don't know yet.
We're getting educated.
Right.
And that's info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, it won't be the ridiculous fees that people charge for these things.
No.
Because I think that's just unfair.
Right. And they are not registered.
No, and we don't plan on doing that.
No, we're not doing that. We're not registering them. We will get their shots and all of the
and papers
necessary
for them to go to another state
Right.
if that's whatever legal stuff we have to
right.
do.
But they are purebred Saint Bernards, and they are are dry mouth Saint Bernards.
I didn't believe it was a thing, but it
is
really
a thing.
is.
Some people will say, no, it's not really a thing. It actually really is. Nana and Brutus will drool when they're hot. Actually, Brutus drools when he's hot.
But that's about it.
And he's outside. Or when they get a drink of water, well, then of course their mouths are wet.
But other than that, they're not like, it's not like the Beethoven movies where they fling spit.
No, not at all.
No, it's not.
No.
But another thing too that we probably need to really consider is where they will be living, because we're not going to sell them to people that live in the really
South.
hot states.
Right. Here's the thing: these
hot.
dogs thrive when it's cold.
Yeah.
They need to be where it's cold, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's not a good thing if you live. Our son Jonathan, he wants one, and we told him no.
Because he lives in
Tennessee.
It's hot.
It's too hot there for her or for the puppy, and so no, we won't even sell one to our son.
We want to make sure that wherever they go, that it's going to be a good fit.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So there's that,
What
and
else?
other stuff is going on. Well, I have been narrowing down a new recipe for beard oil that is insanely good.
Oh yeah.
And also a shave oil for the faces and the ladies.
Yes.
And Mama is
I
saying
can't wait.
it's miraculous.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait for you
Heals
guys
up
to try
fast, because here's the secret. We use moringa oil in it. I know there's the secret. Crud, we just gave away our
darn it
industry secret. There's a lot of other stuff. It's all natural oils and natural oils. But wait till you see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
In Wisconsin, it's really dry here in the wintertime.
Yep.
It's really dry. Even in the summertime, our humidity level rarely gets above 60%.
Yep.
So when it's dry here, so my skin gets dry. And when I use this on my legs after shaving, it's awesome.
Smooth as silk.
Oh,
not,
it's awesome.
Not saying that I know, but
it is so awesome.
I know.
You're such a goof.
Somebody's asking about the scents. So the scent for the guys, we're gonna have a unscented. Now that doesn't mean it doesn't have a smell.
Fragrance free.
Yeah,
it's fragrance free
because oils naturally have a smell.
Right.
So there's vitamin D in there. There's vitamin E in there. There's almond oil. There's all kinds of great stuff in there. So there will be one that's completely scent free or no scent added. I guess
no scent added.
Then there's one that's like a real nice. there's a man smell. I can't even describe it. I've been tinkering with this smell for a long time. And a lot of people say that it's reminiscent of some really, really expensive cologne that I could never buy.
No.
So, but they're like, oh my gosh, it smells like blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And everybody loves it. They just love it. And then we're also going to do for the ladies, are we going to do lavender?
No, vanilla.
Well, that's right.
Vanilla. I like the vanilla smell a lot. I mean, we could do lavender, but I honestly really like the lavender or the vanilla smell. We could do a lavender vanilla.
Yeah.
Combination.
Lavender.
Lavender.
Vanilla.
See, Debbie's saying sandalwood. I don't like that scent. And you know what?
I think it's nice.
I know a lot of people probably do, but you know.
Yeah. So
anyway,
just be looking for that.
Those. Yeah.
And that should be coming soon. Agarwood. That's pretty cool.
I've not heard of that one.
I don't know that one. And Mama does the what are those things? Those little bottles. The little oils you get.
The doTERRA stuff. Yeah.
We don't really.
We don't
we
sell it.
We consume it. We don't sell it.
Yeah, we don't sell it.
We love using it, but we don't sell it. And there's nothing wrong with it. We love it. We think it's great. We just don't sell it.
Lavender, please.
Lavender and vanilla. Oh man, so maybe I'll have to Play-Doh smell. Ha! Maybe I'll have to do both.
You should probably get car tire.
You know, I know the one smell that every lady would want it instantly, and if we could synthesize this smell, I would be the richest man on the planet, and that is newborn baby smell.
There actually is a fragrance oil that is baby powder.
Yeah.
And I love that one. That's a really great scent.
Smells like diesel.
Yeah.
Babies don't smell like diesel, Steve Ganink. That's terrible.
Yucky. Yeah. Cocoa butter, that's another good one.
You know what? And here's the thing, guys. If you, here it is, Scout's Honor, Brad saying, if you like what we make and you say, well, I really want this scent, we'll make something custom for you, but we'll just have to make a lot of it. Yeah. And you'd have to buy
a lot
in a gross or whatever. But if you're like, I want this scent, well, we can make 20 of them or something like that. It doesn't, but just so that if you're like set on something.
Sawdust scent. You know what sawdust is?
Man glitter.
It's man glitter.
I still have some on me.
Do you? Yeah, you do actually.
I told you. We were doing some yard work today, and I had the spinning blade of death on the weed whacker. It's a saw blade.
It's scary. I won't go near the thing.
It's a saw blade. You can cut limbs that are like this big, and I was going bing, 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 and it was just going wonk, wonk, knocking them down.
I was on the mower.
You saw me?
Had my headphones on and could hear you across the yard. I had music blaring.
It's magical.
All the way up and on the mower.
It's magical.
I didn't know how you could stand the noise. It was so loud. Magical. I'm pretty sure it's not.
When you can cut through something like that big by just going whoa.
It's so scary. Treasure rescue.
Awesome.
It is scary. And then he got hurt.
No big deal.
Thankfully, the blade didn't hurt him. It was a blister.
Yeah.
Nasty blister. Because you were out there for what? An hour and a half? 2 hours doing that?
Aquadrops 61 says they call them trailblazer attachment. And I've heard that too. I have heard that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so nice. You just get it going like super fast and it just cuts through anything. It's like does it.
Yeah.
And then I took the tractor and I backed it up with the brush hog and I was just rushing over trees as big. It was like because we want to push where our home is situated is right in the dead center of our property. And I want to push back that way into the woods where you can see into the woods where it's like you can look into it because still, I want to push back a good 50 feet. But there's some, trees that are like that. And it was just going down like, I felt like Tim the Tool Man from Home Improvement. Wah, 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 just mowing down trees, little trees.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Left the big ones.
I was too. Patterson Farm was cutting the lawn listening to Chirp Charlie.
What?
I actually was too.
Cool.
Yeah. It was really cool. Pray is one of my favorites.
It's
More.
5 a.m., man.
More is another one of my
voice
favorites.
is shot right now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song there, Patterson? I'm curious. And yeah, because I was the singer in that band, and you probably couldn't tell from today because it's pretty rough.
Yeah. You've had
My voice.
his allergies have really been going crazy
gosh,
the last few days.
Well, and the way you guys tease me about Break It Brad, it's probably not the best idea to have a high-speed saw blade that I'm flailing over my head like a Viking berserker.
No, yeah.
Favor.
He
Cool.
was
Yeah.
It was scary. It really was.
Not for me. I was having a blast.
Glad.
I just wish it didn't. I was having so much fun. I didn't realize that I had opened up my thumb just by it became a blister, and then
Just
it
from
opened the
holding
blister,
the-
and then it kept going.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so listen, we're gonna go and have some time with the family, guys.
Yeah.
So I
We'll
think
watch some more Home Improvement. Brady Bunch.
that's what we pretty much do.
Kids they're on the second season of the Brady Bunch. They'll watch probably 10 episodes a day. Maybe not that many, probably 5, but they love it. The Brady Bunch.
Wow.
I don't remember liking it as much as they do. And
We love it.
we were watching Home Improvement. We watched the first episode few days ago. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten how funny it was.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for having Mama's back and my
Thank you
back.
for enduring my rant.
Well, no, it's nice to know that there are far more people that care.
Yes. Oh,
Then
and I know
don't.
that. I do know that. It's well, I'm not going to get back into it. Just those few people that would say such
It's a
horrible
small
things
sliver,
about the man I
honey.
love.
It's a small sliver, and
Anyhow.
honestly, and this is not a joke. I pray for people like that.
Mhm.
I really do, because
Mhm.
who knows what's going on in their lives? They may have some horrible thing going on, and
Yeah.
no, it's not okay to be nasty, but I can't say that I know what it's like to be them. So
No.
I
Brad is aces. Thank you.
thank you, Timothy. All righty, guys, listen, we're gonna go. So I think there's, yeah. All
An
right.
end screen.
Yeah, there is.
Have a blessed evening, guys.
All right. Bye, guys.